Let's start with what changed, because this is the part most people completely miss. What we used to call social media was built on something called the social graph. That simply means this: you saw content from people you chose to follow. Your customers followed your business, and when you posted, they saw it. That's why it worked. It rewarded consistency, it rewarded building an audience, it rewarded being early. But today, that system has been quietly replaced. Now we're operating on something completely different, what's called the interest graph. And this changes everything, because instead of showing people content from accounts they follow, platforms now show content based on what people are interested in right now. Not last year, not when they followed you, right now. Which means every time that you post something, it's not being sent to your audience. It's being tested. Tested on a small group of people who have shown interest in that kind of content. And based on how they respond, it either gets pushed further or it dies right there. That's the game now. And if you're a small business owner, this explains a lot. It explains why you can have 2,000 followers and get 47 views. It explains why you post something you think is important and nobody sees it. And it also explains something else that might feel frustrating. Why someone with 0 followers can post a video and get 100,000 views overnight. Because the platform isn't asking who should see this. It's asking, is this interesting enough to keep people watching? That's the only question that matters now. And once you understand that, something really important clicks. You're not competing for followers anymore. You're competing for attention. And attention is measured in seconds. Did they stop scrolling? Did they watch? Did they engage? Because if they did, the platform gives you more reach. If they didn't, you disappear. Now, here's where this gets really interesting for your business, because this shift didn't happen by accident. Platforms made this change for one reason: to keep people on the app longer. And the best way to do that is to show them content they actually care about, not who they care about, what they care about. That's the big difference. And it's why your content strategy has to change, because posting updates about your business, talking about your services, or even just showing up consistently, that's not enough anymore. Not because your business isn't valuable, but because the system no longer rewards presence, it rewards relevance. Now, here's the part most people don't realize. You actually have more control than you think, because these platforms are constantly learning from behavior. What you search, what you click, what you watch all the way through. So if someone starts engaging with content about, let's say, home renovation, they'll start seeing more and more of it, which means this: if your content speaks directly to what your ideal customer is interested in, you can reach them, even if they've never heard of you before. That was almost impossible in the old system. Today, it's the foundation of how everything works. And this is why I say social media didn't die, it evolved. From a place where you stayed connected to a place where you get discovered. And if you're running a business, that shift isn't something to fight, it's something to understand. Because once you do, you stop posting and hoping, and you start creating with intention. Next, let's talk about what this means for you.